So this is the DeepCool CPA cooler. This is the Gammaxx GT. This is the black version. This is also RGB as well. I haven't really done anything with a CPA cooler in ages. It's quite a bit of a beastly one. It works with Ryzen and all the Intel platforms, even the old school ones. It even says that we go back LG20, XX, LG1366 and LG115X. Then high-end desktops, i7, Core i7, i5, i3, Pentium G, Celeron G, and then all the Ryzen's APU, A12, A10, A8, A6, A4, Phantom, Phenom 2, X6, X4, X3, X2, Athlon 2, X4, X2, X3, X2 and Athlon X4. So that's a lot that it covers, but it's a really stylish one. RGB fan, RGB cooler, motherboard support, Intel, AMD and easy installment. Right, I've got an AIO cooler in this computer at the moment, so I'm going to see how easy it is for me to like take that out and then stick this in, because it's the whole point why you want to buy a CPU air cooler. Now, DeepCool have been going around for years and years, and they're pretty decent what they do. So hopefully this is going to be decent as well. So we're going to pan down so we can have a look what I've got on the table, what you get with. So in the box, you get your Intel and your AMD stuff. So these are two different brackets, an IO bracket at the back, and then it looks like you get thermal paste as well, obviously. Thermal. Smells like it's just been come off the manufacturer, like come out the factory. You just smell that stench. Anyway, and then you got these like little clips here. You got 4 clips, and these go for the fan. And I think the fan's 120. We'll get that in 1 second. We've got an RGB connector, and it looks like it's connected through SATA as well. So that's pretty cool. I'm just having trouble working it out how I get this out. There we go, no problem. How long is this cable? Because you all ask me pretty mad questions like, how long is this? How long is that? And I forget to say. So that's about 30 centimeters from here to here to this little button. This changes all your colours, and it's about 10 centimeters from here to here. So all in all, about 40 centimeters long, the whole thing. Ooh. But this bit is your controller. They've wrapped this up in a way where it's really difficult for me to get it undone. Right, so there is a controller there. It looks like M for manual and S for something else. I don't know what that is in the middle one. So you've got 3 buttons there. We're going to find out what these are. Nice clicky sensation buttons. And then we've got 4 or 8 screws in here. Or even more. There's even more. I think there are even more. Right, so we've got 4 normal screws. They look pretty stylish, okay. We'll have a closer look at them in a minute. 2, 3, 4. So I'm guessing the 4 hexagons go underneath here. These go onto the top. And then these clip down. And then we've got 2 other screws as well, little ones. Then we've got the fan as well. It's nicely braided. It's got, well, this is weird, I've never seen this before. So it looks like one either controls the RGB, or this is just so you've got an extender to put a second fan on. So if you're using ITX or something like that, I'm going to get it undone. Alright, okay. It's not too difficult what I can see at the moment, so let's undo this. Right, so it looks like it's all connected, nicely braided. This is about, the first one's probably about 20 centimeters and the other one's 30 centimeters. Nice little DeepCool fan, looks nice and see-through, quite solid, or it feels solid. It's quite shiny, it looks like it will absorb the RGB lights inside it. In fact, I can't even see where the RGB lights are. But yeah, it might be just in the actual middle itself. But it's got a nice little shiny base around as well. Just looks pretty premium. Looks alright. So that's the fan, and then we've got the cooler itself. Which has got, what's it got? 8 heat pipes. So 2 inwards ones on that side, 2 inwards on that side, 2 out and 2 out on that side. and yeah, it looks like it's just embedded into the plated base. And those where the little 2 screws will come in to screw it down, whatever you're going to be using. The fins look really quite robust. I didn't expect that. In fact, yeah, I can actually see copper right the way through. So the heat pipes go all the way up to the top, and they haven't like skimped on the heat pipes. They've literally put, I don't mean the heat pipes, but the copper. They haven't skimped on the heat copper pipes all the way through, and it comes up from the top as well. So it distributes heat or dissipate heat from the top. Your RGB logo should be at the top there as well. But let's get it all connected, and let's see how easy it is. I'm in the office right now, and I just dropped everything on there, and I want to see how easy it is. I'm going to be using 6700K as that produces quite a bit of heat, and see how well it is. Just do a quick stress test, and for like half hour, and see how like well it does. So let's get on with it. So I'm looking at the instructions. The instructions are really self-explanatory. To be honest with you, that's really, well, not self-explanatory if you've never done it before, but I've done it millions of times. So, but to be honest with you, this is the easiest instructions I've ever seen for this. So, don't you like how I can just go whoop and twist it? That's all you need to do. They really thought about it. So, okay. Anyway, as I was going to say, this CPU air cooler as well. If I've just been reading through this booklet quickly, it's for Aura Sync, so for Asus, it's for Gigabytes, RGB Fusion, ASRock, RGB LED, and MSI Mystic Light as well. Now the good thing about it, this motherboard is not RGB, but what they do is include the controller would sync to your motherboard, so you can sync all the colours that you've got. Or if you haven't got, if you've got a non-RGB motherboard like I have here, you've got this controller which is included as well. So it's awesome. It's cool. So yeah, let's take it apart and sort it out. Right, so we've got the computer all connected and everything like that. So maybe you might have watched it on time lapse, I'm not too sure. But it wasn't really that difficult to put together, but it's just those little metal clips that are all on near enough every CPU air cooler that you have to connect it to the actual fins. But the fins are like really robust and it's pretty cool. I've had it facing this way, so any heat distribution from any RAM, it will go straight through the CPU air block and exhaust straight out to the back. Or a little bit of heat from the VRMs or anything like that. So I'm just going to turn it on and have a look at the RGBs. But at the moment I've got the controller, which is from the back, and that's going to be what's controlling that, because I haven't got an RGB motherboard. So here we go, and there's nothing happened. Let's switch it on from the back. Where's the power? And then we've got blue, and it's pumping up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to check that the BIOS, make sure everything's alright before I actually go into it. It's really quiet. Oh, you computer was too quick for me to go in the BIOS, so I'll have a look at that in a minute. But anyway, you've got pulsing blue light, which is quite cool. I'll press the M and see what it does. Orange. So nothing going on, just, is it orange? Just orange? It looks pretty cool. I like it. Orange does that. Press that, purple. Press that, then it obviously does this little fade in. Blue, that is turquoise, that looks really, really bright and vivid. Like that, that's cool. White, faded white, red, blue, green, orange, purple, turquoise, white. Anything else does it do? Right, so we've got a fade into red, fade into green, fade into blue. Obviously this goes cycles through the colours, I guess. That's pretty cool. And then we can go through the colours really quickly. That's pretty amazing. That's like a heartbeat. It's a bit weird. What's this one do? It looks slower, I guess. That's much slower. Oh wow, I've got a little rave. So it has got a few different settings then for your CPU air cooler, because if you're into CPU air coolers and you want a quiet build and use this, that is really freaking quiet. Really is. But I just realised there's one connector I didn't connect, so I'm going to turn off the computer because you haven't got an RGB on the top there. So let me turn this off quickly for 1 second. Powering down. Right, that's done. Right, so I'm just going to boot into the BIOS mode and let's see what the temperature is inside the case, or the CPU I should say. Right, and he's in there. So at the moment it's saying temperature's 40 degrees. Now it is about 31 in this office. It's really hot, and I haven't got the glass side on, and it's not obviously I haven't got the exhaust fan going either. I've just got the DeepCool fan on there, and it's doing 40 degrees on its own. So that's pretty cool, and it's on a low speed as well. But at the moment you can hardly hear it. So I've got two front fans going, but they're kind of blowing towards the bottom and blowing into that. But as you can see, I had to connect another connector because I forgot to connect this up and this. So you've got the RGB fan on its own, or you can turn this off completely as well. But it just shows like the aesthetics. They're like blended together, gives it even more vivid control of your RGB. So I could probably go through all of that now. So as you can see, it just looks more impressive. I'm just going to put a bit of glass on the side, on the front, to see what it looks like. So if you imagine you had your TG on the side, it would look pretty awesome, wouldn't it? Let's see, which one is it that makes go funny? Whee! Speed through that. Just pressing buttons here. So if you hold down the middle button, it turns it off, and just hold it down again, it turns it on. Cool. Right, so since I put the glass on, it's giving me around 39 degrees now. But this is awesome, it's like really quiet. Anyway, let's put it on the desktop and then we'll speak more. So now you can see the Gammaxx is in the house. Well, it's in its own house, the case. Put that box to the side. At the moment we're at an average of 44 degrees no, actually, that's not even the CPU. So the CPU is between 19, 22 and 27 and 31 over all cores. That's not too bad, that's not too bad at all, that's not too bad, I like it. So the crucial SSD for some reason run at 44 degrees. I'm guessing it's getting heated up somewhere on a PCB board. I should cool that down and then extract any heat from the case. But let's do a quick stress test and see how great this is. Fan's gone up, but it's not really that much of a difference, so it's still hardly audible. But it looks like the CPU, one core has gone to 65 degrees, or it's gone down to 57. Now remember, this is a stress test, and the CPU is not overclocked or anything like that. And I've got no fans at the top, but I've got one exhaust fan and one fan for the CPU. So let's see how it does for 15 minutes, then come back. Right, so far we've gone up to, well, we were at 69 just a second ago. So we've got CPU 1, CPU 2, CPU 3, CPU 4. So 66, 64, 60 and 63. No, actually, and 52. So it's jumping about, but it's not that bad. It's the highest point. Where's the highest point? Probably reached about 70 degrees maximum. So wherever it's had a heat spike, but everything's okay. There's no CPU throttling, so that CPU is a recommendation, and I think you should get it. So links in the description down below, or where you can get the Gammaxx GT Black version edition that fits every CPU under the hood, or under the hood in the world, I guess, because it's computers and stuff. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. I like it. It wasn't too terribly difficult to put together at all, and it does actually look pretty nice. So if you want an RGB CPU air cooler, this would be the one to get. It works with all manufacturers, every single motherboard manufacturer, and DeepCool's been in the game since 1996. And yeah, it looks cool, and it's not even that loud, as you can hear. And I've got probably about 20 computers in there. It's cool, excellent. Anyway, links in the description down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I know where you live.